You know how we all have this vision of where we want to be with our business, this vision of success? I think the NSA is the bridge, especially the fast track class, that takes us to that place. I mean, can you think of one other organization that values the whole group and the success of everybody like NSA does? I mean, we could all consider each other competitors. But you look around the room, I don't see one person that views another like that. We're all out to help each other and get to that place of success where we want to be in our business. Now, it's hard to believe that we've been meeting in this same room for 9 months now. It seems like just the other day we were all tentatively sitting around the table. There was probably twice as many people looking around. Oh my gosh, is this class really for me? Am I in the right place? Am I good enough? That's the thought I certainly had. Am I good enough? I bet a lot of you would agree with me that I am so happy I decided to take that risk, to take that chance, go out of my comfort zone a little bit and join the fast track class. I was given a demo tape by my mentor last year of a gentleman named Roger Crawford. He's another guy that he spoke around here locally, and he was born with some physical impairments. And that wasn't the major part of the speech, because while he was an accomplished speaker, he was also an accomplished tennis player, despite all the physical challenges that he had. This guy would go out with one fake leg and hands that didn't work right, and just stomp the competition to the ground. It was awesome. But it was from his tennis game that he used an analogy that stuck with me to this day. I think it represents what all of us in here have done. That's playing it up. See, in tennis, there's a set of rules to determine where you essentially place yourself. And it rates you from 1 to 7. It goes up in half-number increments. A 1 being a person who's never even picked up a tennis racket, to 7 being Mr. Pete Sampras out there just smashing those things and probably nationally ranked. And it's up to you to decide where you fall in that. When we all came in here 9 months ago, all of us were at a different number. But as you look around, it's amazing. These are the people that have stuck with it. These are the people that decided to play it up. And there was 2 things I remember from the very first meeting we had. One was a gentleman named Steve Fulmer, who did that little bottle trick. And it was just such a simple demonstration, but I was like, wow, I want to be like that guy. He's cool. He commanded the attention of the whole audience. He got us engaged. He used a prop to demonstrate his point. That was so awesome. I want to be like him. Then the second thing was something that actually scared me a little bit. And that was a statistic that I don't remember if it was Jan or Christine said that as you look around, about 10%, historically, 10% of you will actually follow through on this initial commitment and become a professional speaker. And there was about 20 of us, so I look around and I'm like, okay, me and what other person? I was optimistic, okay? I think it's awesome. We've blown that statistic out of the water. There's way more than 10% of us here, and I am proud to be part of the group that's blown that away. It's just, I think you should give yourselves a round of applause. It's only been 9 months, but I've grown tremendously. I look back at where I was at, and I had things all wrong. I have to just look back there and shake my head, because my mental model of what being a professional speaker looked like was money, speech, oh yeah, audience message, something like that. But seriously, you asked us a question, what do you want out of the fast track class? And I said, I want money. And fast track has totally turned that around for me. I would still like money, but I know that that's going to be a byproduct of first looking at my audience, considering what their needs are. And instead of trying to wrap my audience around my speech, I take what I know and what I think can best fit them and tailor a speech that they'll take away something that will really impact them. And when you do those 2 things, money will naturally just fall in place. Hopefully, someday. And I look back also to the speeches that I gave right before I started this class. I gave my first inspirational speeches to a local high school and junior high, and they didn't turn out like I wanted. I was trying to tell these kids how all the challenges I faced. I went on for literally 45 minutes telling these kids all the things I couldn't do. And then it ended with, oh yeah, but I'm still happy and positive. Not quite how we do it, right? And so now, through all the speaker labs and the support that I've gotten from each and every one of you, I can take the same message about being positive and do it in a way that's much more effective, maybe through story. And for example, if this was my normal inspirational speech, I would have just gotten to telling you all the importance of a positive attitude and how that can help you. Well, one thing I like to do is show them how a negative attitude can also affect you. So play along with me for a minute. Pretend you're one of my regular audiences. Okay, so let's say that you have a negative attitude, and a negative attitude is the worst disability that you can have because a disability placed on yourself. And I think the best way to describe a negative attitude is, you know those big white dog cones you put on your dogs? That's what a negative attitude is like. So if you all hold your hands up, this is your negative attitude dog cone. I'm serious. If you're keep those hands up. If you're going through this, you have a challenge right in front of you. Maybe you can't see the solutions that are on either side because of this negative attitude dog cone. You just see the problem. All right, you can put your dog cones down. You see what I mean? It's so much more effective to relate your message through story than it is to just go the facts of positive attitude and being happy. And the third thing, I was trying to think, what has been the most influential bit of knowledge that I've gained from this? That was tough because we've had so many wonderful speakers. And the most valuable piece of information has actually come from a closing remark made by Jan. And that was when she was just telling us that it really is a privilege to share this platform. And it changed the way that I speak, changed the way that I think about the whole business. Because I'll admit, I'd gotten to that point where I'd given the same speech over and over, and it was, I was just, okay, I have to do another speech. Once it's over, I'll be happy, right? I've really learned through what Jan said about having the privilege of the platform, allowing people to share their time with you, to share their valuable time, that we really are lucky to be up here. So I want all of you to just look back 9 months ago, be happy with how far you came. And I just want to thank all of you for giving me the opportunity. I want to thank NSA, our leaders, Jan and Christine. You're awesome. Thank you so much for giving me your expertise, advice, and the opportunity to share this platform with everybody. Thank you very much.